Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. This is the Libra monthly horoscope for March 2019. So that can apply to Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have Libra heavily in your natal chart, or if you're cross-watching. We don't mind. So if you don't know what your Moon and Rising sign are, I highly recommend going to cafeastrology.com to get your natal chart. It's free. I'm not affiliated. I'm not making any money by telling you this. It's just what I chose to do for myself, and that seems to be one of the only sites that gives it to you for free, which is nice. So before I pull any cards, I always tune into the energy of the collective for the sign. So for you, Libra, I have some messages. So at first, when I tuned in and I get into a meditative state and I start to see what's going on, I saw blinds opening. So I interpreted this as letting in the light. And as I made that connection, the song I Can See Clearly Now started playing in my head, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Been waiting on. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. So this is very good for you guys because this is clarity, sight, awareness and understanding, enlightenment. This is epiphanies and synchronicities, realizations. This is beautiful. So if you're seeing number sequences, if you're seeing patterns in your life, if you're seeing patterns within yourself, or things that are coincidental keep happening, and you're starting to put the pieces together and see that each little puzzle piece, now you can step back and see what the image was on the puzzle that you were creating, or that all of the pieces that you were being given. So this is really fantastic for you guys this month. Let's get into the reading and see what comes up. So I'm going to just do the regular monthly spread using the Rider-Waite. I have the Gilded Tarot if we need clarifiers, and a couple of other decks on standby in case I feel called. Oh yeah, and if you guys would like to book a personal reading or a Reiki Healing Session with me, my books are open and I am currently accepting new clients. So just check out the information in the description box below. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you'd like to book a session, please email me so that we can get that going. Okay, so Libra, current self. Ten of Cups. Yay! This is beautiful. I'm going to pull the rest of the cards and then we'll go through them each individually. But the Ten of Cups is one of the best cards in the deck to get. So congratulations, Libra. Theme of the month is Two of Cups in reverse and 10 of Wands. Okay. Key goal. Wow, that was fast. Strength, and this one's wanting to come up as well. Five of Wands in reverse. The obstacle to overcome. Jeez Louise, your guys' cards are jumping like crazy. The Three of Pentacles, and it came out sideways, so I'm going to put it sideways because that's the way that they're telling me to do it. Major accomplishment. Three of Wands. What to avoid. We have the Eight of Cups and the Fool in reverse. Oh, they want me to put... Okay. Yeah, no, that's right. What to embrace. Your cards are so active. The Sun, and it wants to be upright. But I know what it's trying to say by being reversed. Okay. Where to find support? Jeez. Just shooting out of here. 2 queens, Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. That's where to find support. And the advice and encouragement from Spirit is that one right there. Okay, that was easy. Need one of those buttons, you know, that Staples used to have. It's like, that was easy. Okay, so Libra, your current self this month is coming up as the 10 of Cups. This is the card of emotional fulfillment. As you can see by the illustration, it's, you know, 2 happy children and a happy couple, you know, and oh, we've got all of these things. We've got everything that we need. We've got abundance. We are happy. We are whole. We are full. And it's a 10, which is completion and fulfillment. Coming to that happily ever after moment and realizing that you're in it and being so utterly grateful for where you're at. That's your current self. That's beautiful. Congratulations, guys. Like, can I be a Libra this month? And the theme of the month is kind of the opposite here. So the theme of the month being the 2 of Cups in reverse and the 10 of Wands. This speaks of a separation in a union of some kind, some space or some blockage when it comes to love between you and another person. This could be romantic love or non-romantic love. And the burden that that's bringing. It's feeling overwhelmed. But this is a 10, again, so it's coming to completion. It's coming to the end of that. The theme, I suppose, for this month is to overcome this burden, whatever it is. This is the only... Well, let's keep going and we'll get the bigger picture because, you know, I don't want to jump to any conclusions here. I want to get the bigger picture and then we can make our conclusions. So the key goal this month is strength and the 5 of Wands in reverse. So this speaks of resolving conflict through inner strength and self-control. So self-discipline, self-control, practice. Practice makes perfect. You know, this applies to your self-discipline. It's not just like practicing a skill and getting better at that skill. It can be like a physical skill, you know what I'm saying? But it can be something intangible like practicing self-control. So say you're starting a diet. First day of the diet, you do really well. Second day of the diet, you start to have cravings. Third day of the diet, you finally cave and you eat that piece of cake or whatever it is. But it's not a failure because you got to day 3. Then you can restart. So you start again. And the second time, you get to day 4 before you cave. The next time, day 5, day 6, and so on. So you keep trying and you keep getting better. So it's not failure, it's failing forward. You know, you have to keep practicing at it to get that self-discipline muscle worked out until it's strong. And that's what I'm seeing with the key goal this month. It's going to be self-discipline. And the self-discipline seems to be around... Well, let's keep going. So the obstacle to overcome being the 3 of Pentacles sideways. This speaks to me of, well, the 3 of Pentacles is about building something. It's about working with others to create something. It also is more modernly referred to as the social media card, or sharing your work and having other people critique it or assist you in it. Also, it can be the social media communication or watching card. You know, people are watching your information. They're watching what you put out. They're keeping an eye on you. But this being the obstacle, it could be related to relationships that you're in being a little bit imbalanced, in the sense that others are critiquing you heavily on the way that you're doing things in your life and the way that you're going about bettering yourself. So they may not see that you're getting better, but you are. You are getting better. You're coming to the completion of whatever this burden is that you've been carrying. And people in your life that you're close to may not see that because they're not on the inside. They're looking at it from the outside. They don't feel the changes that you're going through, but you are. You're having these activations. You're coming to this point of completion now where they will start to see the results, and then they will congratulate you. Okay, so that's what it is. The major accomplishment is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is a card of intentions. It's a card of choice. It's about setting your intention and then sending that intention out into the universe to have it manifest. And you are manifesting it. You're sending it out and you're manifesting it. And when it comes back to you, you understand that. You realize that you put in the work to have this abundance in your life. So it's as if they're saying, you have accomplished sending them out. You're just waiting for them to come back. He's looking out to see. He's made the choice. He's standing his ground. He's put in the work. He's practiced. Now he's just waiting. He's waiting for it to come back. The what to avoid this month, we have the Eight of Cups and the Fool in reverse. So what this is saying is avoid feeling like it hasn't come yet and then going out in search of something else. Your fulfillment is coming. It is coming. We have the Ten of Cups as the current self. So remain in that state of fulfillment from within, and you'll see that it'll come to you. What else to avoid is not trusting, not having faith. Avoid falling into fear. Avoid falling into being hard on yourself and saying, no, I haven't come far, or no, these things aren't coming to me. They are, and you have. It's just a practice, again, of remaining faithful, remaining having trust within your heart. You, like the example with the diet, you will go through periods where you'll get to a certain point and where you've remained trusting and faithful and content and happy and fulfilled, and then you'll fall back into those old ways of fearing that you won't have enough or fearing that you aren't enough. But it's just a matter of time until you get back to feeling full and having that faith and having that trust and that love. So again, it's about failing forward. It's about continuing to get more and more and more longevity out of staying in that state of abundance. That's what that's saying. That's what to embrace. So where to find support, we have the Sun. That is also one of the best cards in the deck. So you guys got two of the most positive, most happy, fulfilling, loving cards that you could possibly get. This is freedom. The Sun represents healing, freedom, innocence, joy, creativity, growth, warmth, contentment, being nurtured, abundance, so much abundance. This is where you're finding support. Cultivating this within yourself is what is going to cultivate this in your life. There's so many activations that are coming through to you guys through this video. I hope that you're picking up on those, because I keep seeing activation codes in the timing of the video when I'm looking up. And it's all about remaining positive through change. As you change yourself, you change your reality. So remain positive. Even if you don't see the results right away, you will. Keep the faith. Always, 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 always. You are supported. Or sorry, that's what to embrace. Yeah, so embrace that abundance, that inner and outer abundance and sun. And the sun is there to help you to see clearly. The sun is there so that you can see all of the obstacles in your way, but you know that they're there so you can avoid them. You have this enlightened perspective, and that's what enlightenment is. It's about seeing things clearly so that even when obstacles do come up, you can just step over them because you're aware that they're there and you understand what they're trying to teach you. And then the obstacles don't become negative, like you fall down and hurt yourself. The obstacles become fun. It's like an obstacle course. You're training, you're getting better, you're getting stronger and healthier and more capable of doing this and being the best that you can be. So now, where to find support? We have two queens, two very strong female energies here to support you. Queen of Swords is an energy of clear communication, clarity of thought. The clouds that are white here represent the clarity of thought that she has. It's not muddled or murky. She's very sure of herself. She's very sure of her reality because she knows that she has the capabilities to handle whatever comes. So that's why she's got her hand out and she's welcoming. She's like, yeah, whatever happens, whatever comes to me, I can handle it. I have this sword of righteousness. I have the crown, which is the connection to source, the enlightened consciousness, the clarity of sight and mind, and the Queen of Wands. Again, we see the sunflower. Sunflowers. They represent the sun. This is clarity of thought. Again, it's clarity of spirit, clarity of energy. We have the wand, which represents manifestation and spirit, and again, the crown. So you have these amazing connections through spirit, through soul, and in your life. These can be women in your life, or not necessarily women. It's a female energy, but it can be a man as well, or men, because there's two. These can be aspects of yourself to call on now. These can be aspects of your higher self or your guides that are coming forward to assist you, or these can be people in your physical life that are there to support you, or where you can go to find support as you're going through this process of transformation within that will lead to transformation all around you and in your life. And the advice and encouragement is the Wheel of Fortune. So, fortune. You are fortunate. Abundance is coming to you. And the fact that you're training and getting better at disciplining your mind and seeing things clearly and radiating out that abundance mindset, that's what's going to attract this fortune to you. It's just a matter of time before the wheel spins and it's yours. So the Wheel of Fortune also speaks of cycles. It speaks of karma. So if you've been in a cycle that was stagnant of any kind or seemingly cold and unfavorable, they want you to know that this was just a period of integration. So it's like in winter. Nothing really actually dies in winter. The leaves are shed. I mean, they do die. The flowers die, but they come back because, especially perennial plants, they just keep coming back. They keep regrowing. The leaves regrow. The tree continues to grow. It doesn't really die. It's shedding parts of itself in the death process that aren't serving it anymore, but then it continues to grow. So these cycles that happen within your life, there are things that will fall away. There are things that will no longer serve you, and so they will die. But it's a transformation process. The caterpillar has to die for the to become a butterfly, but it's still the same thing. It's still the same person, if you want to think about it that way. If the caterpillar is a little person named Bob, he goes into the cocoon and he comes out the butterfly, he's still Bob. I don't know why that was a funny analogy. But this cycle is coming to completion for you because we have 3 tens. So this cycle is coming to a completion for you. You're coming to a period of rebirth, like the phoenix from the ashes. That's beautiful. I'm gonna get clarity on the theme of the month because that was one. Okay. 2 kings. Wow, so we have 2 queens and we have 2 kings. So the clarity on the theme of the month is we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So the King of Cups is all about emotions. He's a good counselor. He's a good listener. He's very sensitive, but he's also very strong in an emotional sense. He's emotionally balanced. And the King of Swords is very similar to the Queen of Swords, where he's very logical, clear-minded, but the King of Swords is more of a doer, where the Queen of Swords sits and she waits and she invites things into her because she's a female energy, which is receptive. The male King of Swords, he's like, yeah, I'm ready. He's got his hand and he's about to push himself up and stand up on that sword. He's ready to go. He's ready to take action and get moving. So the theme of the month seems to be around partnerships, balance between men and women, balance between partners, or balance between, because we've got 2 men and we've got two queens and 2 kings. So it's balance between what other people think, what you think, trying to integrate that together in a harmonious way that's not stressful or burdensome. And keep in mind, we're in Mercury retrograde right now too, guys. So there may be a little bit of some back and forths in like miscommunication and that kind of thing. Technology is also starting to flare up, I've noticed. So I want to get clarity on the obstacle to overcome. Yeah, your cards are just blasting out of there. So the obstacle to overcome, we have the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So it seems to be some kind of a past heartbreak or grief or loss, something that hurt you. But they're saying there's no use crying over spilt milk about it because it's in the past. So now it's just a matter of healing it so that you can move forward with that person. I'm feeling as though, trust your intuition, of course, take what resonates with you. But that's interesting. There may be some lingering, I don't want to say trauma, but there's got to be a better word for this. Like there may be some lingering hurt around trusting and working with others, or how others perceive you. And that's the obstacle that needs to be overcome so that you can get to a point of fulfillment, so that you can get to a point where you're not afraid to move forward, where you've healed enough that you can move forward. That's funny, it just dropped down like that. It's healing the heartbreak, healing the grief that was there from that, or the hurt. It might not be a huge hurt, it might be a little hurt, but it can still affect you. It still needs to be healed. You know, a paper cut still stings. So, all right. Shall we? Shall we? Yes, we shall. We're going to get an oracle card from the crystal deck for you guys. Lavender aragonite? Aragonite? We'll look it up. Okay, so lavender aragonite, environmental healing. Lavender aragonite heals your personal environment and Earth's meridian grid and raises the vibration of the planet. Become comfortable in your own body and environment. You incarnated to be a guardian for the planet. You are a vehicle for purifying and healing the earth, reminding others that it is a sacred living being to be treated with respect. Pay attention to where you live within yourself. Do your inner housekeeping and nurture yourself. Become a vehicle for the healing of the environment by opening yourself to higher vibrational energies. Do not participate in anything that despoils the planet or diminishes its resources. Work with your power animal and nourish your inner being. Take no risks and avoid excess. If your environment is unhealthy and disharmonious, it cannot support well-being. Transform it, and well-being returns. So the frequency of this crystal is high. The chakras it aligns to are the Earth Star, the base, which is the root chakra, the third eye, the soul star, and the stellar gateway. And it is soul path of healing the environment. So I'm taking this as healing your environment, as in like your home. So your home life, which would be like your family or the people that you live with, roommates, your relationship, as in like if you live with a spouse or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a partner, what have you. We're non-denominational here. So healing that environment is going to take you healing yourself, which is what we've seen throughout the reading here. And that takes practice. So keep practicing on healing yourself and start healing your environment one step at a time. Like my mom always said, she said, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Not that we want to eat elephants, I'm vegetarian, but it's just symbolic of taking one step at a time. Sometimes when you look at the entire, whatever it is that you need to do, the project, the goal, the obstacle, it may seem really huge and overwhelming, and that can stop you from taking that first step, just the fear of how much work it's going to be. But the thing is that the only way you're going to be able to do it, and you can do it, but you have to take that first step. You have to get the ball rolling. And sometimes that's about just doing it. Like, don't think about it, just do it. Because you'll find that as you're doing it, you're like, oh, this isn't so hard. Like, yeah, I can do this. All right. So I hope that resonated with you and that you found substance, guidance, confirmation, or support from this reading. That's always my intention. It's coming from a very love, heart-based space, and I hope that you receive it from that space as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you'd like to book a reading with me, the information is in the description box below. I love you guys. We'll see you next month. Bye.